The 1938 stock was a former London Underground train that ran between 1938 and 1988. It was built as a part of the London Passenger Transport Board's New Works programme, which saw new trains arrive on the Northern, Bakerloo and Severn and Piccadilly lines, replacing older trains. On Sunday the 24th of March, the London Transport Museum ran a heritage train on Circle and Districts lines, starting out at Ealing Broadway, before doing a loop to Circle and stopping at Moorgate. The run was an hour and 20 minutes long, with seating available for each passenger. I booked tickets for car 3, unknowingly the brake compressor car, meaning that I also enjoyed a run of old train motors and compressor buzzing throughout. The 1938 stock operated exclusively on the Northern line, with the Bakerloo seeing some mixed services, and by the late 1960s, some of the older trains were starting to show their age, and therefore were withdrawn. A total of 1,121 cars were built by Metro Camel and Birmingham Railway Carriage and Wagon Company. The heritage run itself was a lot of fun, and the guy in charge of our carriage was a former 1938 stock Northern Line guard. He gave us a lot of information about the train's history, as well as other facts about London, including telling us that on Friday was the last Route Master bus running continuously in London. We were also given a chance to see the former Tower Hill station, Mark Lane, which was closed and replaced in 1967 for better connections to the Tower of London. They had turned the service lights on, especially for our journey, which was a nice bonus for us. With the train proving popular, more orders of the loco were made to run the lines and keep some as backup. These were the experimental 1935 stock, of which the train was designed from and later converted into 1938, the 1949 stock, which were nearly identical and ran on the Bakerloo line, and the 1959 stock, which saw some small modifications and ran majority on the Piccadilly line. Towards the end of its life, the 1938 stock were being replaced on all of the lines it operated on. Both Northern lines saw the introduction of 1972 stock, nowadays seen on the Bakerloo line, and the Piccadilly, which was taking on new trains designed for the Heathrow Airport expansion, the 1973 stock. With the Bakerloo line not appearing to receive new trains anytime soon, they were given an extra heavy overhaul, or EHO, to keep them going a little longer. This was the last line to be used exclusively by 1938 trains. With the East London line seeing the Q stock retired during the 1970s, and Metropolitan line A stock trains not being able to run on driver-only operation, a number of 1938 trains were transferred to this line, while SDO conversion took place. After withdrawal, many single cars were then linked to the Central Line 1960 stock, and ran on the Epping to Ongar and Woodford to Hainault branches of the Central Line. With the 1959 stock approaching life expiry in 1984, 5 ex-Bakerloo 1938 stock trains were given one final overhaul and ran on the Northern Line for additional 2 years, before being retired for the last time on May 19, 1988. Some of these trains still, however, do run to this day and can be found on the Isle of Wight. After retiring, 10 train sets were sold to British Rail and given to Network South East to operate on the Islands line in the Isle of Wight. These were rebuilt for mainline service and were allocated Tops Class 483. These were to then replace former standard stock tube trains, which had been on the line since 1967, although constructed in the mid-1920s, and still serve to this day, making them the oldest still active trains at 81 years old. As our journey on the 1938 stock came to an end, we were let off the train for a second one starting an hour later, heading up on the Metropolitan line to Amersham and back, but not before we got a chance to look around the train, and in my case, a chance to press the whistle. Moorgate Station was also presented with a small display from the London Transport Museum, with posters talking about the history of the station lining the barriers blocking the former Widen Lines platform, as well as an original London Underground's diamond roundel sitting on the bench in the station. From me, however, that was the London Transport Museum 1938 stock Circle Line tour.
came on the 100th day of the year. That's a 1938 stock. It's from 1938, this one. It's ancient. Drawyah, say hi to the camera.
What are you doing?
They kicked us out of Gloucester, not allowing spotters. Also, hello Drawyah. What?
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Not bad. It's not me for a couple of nights.
I noticed 3 minutes on the timetable, so I came here instead because we got kicked out of Gloucester, and say hello to your YouTube video.
Oh yes, hi.
Yeah, you might have to subtitle this.
Possibly.
Possibly.
They're on Metropolitan train because they built. Now, tell me if you've heard this story before. When they built the line, they spent so much money building the line. They haven't got any money for rolling stock already. So they got them from the Metropolitan Railway, which is why when it was first opened, District Line was known as the Metropolitan District Railway. Right folks, welcome to the Metropolitan District Railway. It opened in Christmas Eve 1868, but as I said to the other people, I've heard the story before, at the time they spent so much money building the line, they ain't got any money for rolling stock already. So they got the Metropolitan Railway, said it was going to be using that stuff. So it became the Metropolitan District Railway. And it was between Westminster and South Kensington.